Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to show you what's on my February TBR. These are just a few books that I definitely 100% or 98.9% am sure I'm going to get to or attempt to get to. These are my priority books, and all the rest that I might read or get to this month will just be icing on the cake. So one of the first books I plan to read this month is Farewell to Manzanar by Jean Wakatsuki Houston and James D. Houston. This is a true story about a Japanese family during World War II who were rounded up and taken to a Japanese internment camp. I picked this book up specifically to read because I do not know anything about Japanese internment camps during World War II in America. To be honest, and I'm just gonna wave my ignorance flag here, I didn't even know that happened until last year. I had no idea, and it was a huge shock for me, so I wanted to make it a priority to look into it some more beyond Google, and so I picked this book up, and hopefully I'll learn a little bit. The next two that I want to get to this month are Big Red and Fawn in the Forest by Jim Kjelgaard, and I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. I got these from the library, and these should just be quick, fun things for me to read. Fawn in the Forest is just a collection of short stories about animals and nature and things like that. And then Big Red is a classic dog story, which surprisingly, I don't know how, but I haven't read it up till now, so I want to make it a priority. But it's about an Irish setter and a boy. So it's a classic boy and his dog story. The next on my February TBR is The Book of the Dun Cow by Walter Wangerin Jr. And I picked this up specifically because it says here, belongs on the shelf with Animal Farm, Watership Down, and The Lord of the Rings. So it sounds like if you like those, maybe you should like this. So that's really the only reason why I decided to check this out. That, and it had pretty good reviews from what I remember. This is about animals and a rooster who is a king and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna find out what this is about. The next book I want to read is actually coming in the mail, and as soon as it gets here, I'm going to be cracking it open. But that is Plague Dogs. It's either that or The Plague Dogs, but I think it's Plague Dogs by Richard Adams, which is the same author that wrote Watership Down. And again, I just picked that book up because I really liked Watership Down. I enjoyed it immensely last year in December. So I made a point to get Plague Dogs because that's another one that he wrote that sounded really interesting to me. So hopefully it will be as good as Watership Down. And then the last book that's like a #1 priority for February is Crossing to Avalon by Jean Shinoda Bolen. From what I understand, just from reading the back and what I read in the description when I ordered it online, is this is about a woman who sort of took like a midlife crisis trip to Europe in search of getting in touch with spirituality, her spirituality and the divine feminine. And if you haven't guessed or don't know by now, I really enjoy reading books, both nonfiction and fiction, that center around divine feminine aspects and things of that nature. So I actually have several books that are sort of around this topic and nature, spirituality. This is just the one that I decided to make a priority and read before I get to the others. So there you go. That's just my February TBR, my must-reads that again are just my priorities for this month, and everything else, icing on the cake. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Comment below if you've read any of these or if you have any suggestions for accompaniments to these books, because I picked these specifically because they are the most interesting to me right now. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again soon.